Well, I am live and yes, I am live. I have a pulse. I am breathing. Anyway, that's not what I mean. I am actually live right here with each and every one of you. Happy Monday, everybody. Today is Monday on March 14th, 2022. For those of you who may not know who I am, very quickly, Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, the certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, medical astrologer, master of numerology, and the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast deck. Super excited to be here with you this evening. I am also the owner of Holistic Fitness located right here in Queens. So any of you who live in the Queens area, feel free to come by and say hi. And those who might be traveling into the Queens area, I would love to meet you as well. Want to just do some housekeeping, make sure I am where I need to be on my 3 different platforms. Sharing, as the little purple dinosaur used to say, sharing is caring, as Barney would say. Those of you who are in my age group and has a daughter who is 27, you may very well be aware of that big old purple dinosaur. So here I am. For those of you who are watching from Twitter, please go ahead and hit that little heart button. Let me know that you're here. If you want to tweet or so, feel free to do so. And I'll get back to you to comment. I'm going to jump over to my YouTube channel, make sure I'm there as well. And let's see, here I am. Over to my YouTube channel, make sure I'm there as well. All right, so for those who might be watching on YouTube, there's a few things you'd like to do. I would like for you to do is, I want you to hit that thumbs up button so I know that you like what I'm sharing. Also, go ahead and share this out to anyone you know that might be interested in the weekly forecast, cosmic energy forecast for that matter. And also, sound the bell so you know when I do go live. And subscribe. And now I'm going to go and land on the page that I will be for the remaining portion of this video. So give me a minute just to hop there. And here I am. So I do believe there's one person watching. Hello, Eve. How are you this evening? Thank you. And for those of you who are watching on Facebook, do me a favor. I'm going to ask you to share, like, and put a comment in. And a comment that I would like you to put in, if you happen to know this answer, is what your moon sign is tonight. Because what we're really going to be talking about this evening is the energy of the full moon, but we're also going to be tapping into the sun, moon, and rising sign as well. I'm contemplating. Hello, Anthony. How are you? Actually, I think we're just going to really narrow this down to just the moon's energy tonight. So it's not about the sun. It's not about your rising sign. It's your moon energy tonight, because we have a full moon that's coming in on March 17th or 18th, depending on where you are in the world. And I want to know what your moon sign is. So if you know your moon sign, I want you to put your moon sign in. I'm going to put my moon sign in. My moon sign, I'm just putting it in the comments. My moon sign is Aquarius. So I'm kind of curious to know if you know your moon sign. And if you do, when I get to your moon sign, I want you to pay really good attention to what the insight's going to be for tonight. Now, usually when I bring the Cosmic Energy weekly forecast, either Sunday or Monday, I'm usually using the sun, moon, and rising signs, where we take up to 9 cards to work with. But tonight, what I'm going to do is I'm going to really be focusing on this full moon energy, but there will also still be up to 9 cards to work with. So because we are emphasizing on the full moon, I still want to get that energy going between sun, moon, and rising sign as well. But the emphasis is really the moon energy. So pay attention to what your moon sign is, and you will have up to 9 cards to work with. Now, if hypothetically speaking, you have the sun, moon, and rising all in one zodiac sign, then you're going to have just 3 cards to work with. If you happen to have a different zodiac sign for each one, sun, moon, and rising, you're going to have up to 9 cards to work with. Now, some of you might have the sun and the moon in the same zodiac sign, and your rising sign is different. So that's going to give you 2 cards to work with. But remember, the highlight here is really about the full moon tonight. So if you pay attention to anything, we're going to be paying attention to the full moon energy representing Virgo, which is actually the opposition of Pisces. So my big thing for tonight is giving you some information on what chakra or what chakras you'll be working on this evening for the remaining portion of the week, right leading into the full moon, and how to utilize these chakras so you can benefit from the full moon's energy. Now, full moon in Virgo, little history about Virgo energy. Virgo is all about the 6th house. It's about organization, it's about routine, scheduling, and tightening up loose ends, so to speak, or cleaning up corners, decluttering. And when we think about full moon energy, full moon is really about letting go of things that no longer serve your energy. Now, let's face facts. We're already 3 months into the new year, 2022. We're in March. We're literally halfway through March, so we're really going to be moving into the 4th month of the year. And the real big question here is to ask yourself, what is it that you might need to get rid of? So organizing, scheduling time to organize, scheduling time to clean out the closet, scheduling time to clean out the desk, scheduling time to clean out your car, scheduling time to clean out your apartment, your home, etc., etc. What is it that you need to do so you can benefit from this energy of Virgo? Now, what I'm going to be doing when I speak of the cards, as I said, I'm going to specifically focus here on Virgo energy. And when we think about that Virgo energy, I just keep getting a notification, insight, rather than pulling 3 cards for each zodiac sign, because that might be a little challenging since we only really have 1 moon sign. I just always like to make it fun though, so I'm just trying to figure out where I want to go with this. Anyway, I'm going to do as I said. I'm going to focus on 3 cards for the sun, moon, and rising. The emphasis card for tonight, though, is your moon sign. So really pay attention to what that moon sign is. And when I am giving insight, it's going to be based on the moon's energy. So wherever your moon sign is, so for example, I'm an Aquarius. So that's going to put it Aquarius based on the collective energy of Virgo. That's an emphasis on the 8th house, which is about tying up loose ends, getting rid of old things, making space for something new, a transformation. So that means the full moon is going to help all those who might have an Aquarius moon move into a transformation. They are transforming in one way or another. And I just tapped on that one only because that happens to be my moon sign. So it's easy for me to give that insight. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and pull cards. And I'm going to start with Aries. So if you happen to have an Aries moon, this is going to be for you. Now, I did say that I'm going to be focusing on the sun, moon, and rising sign. So I'm going to be pulling 3 cards for each, but we're emphasizing a lot on the moon energy. So this will also be related to your sun and rising sign, but really about the moon. I hope that doesn't confuse you too much. So let's see what we got going on. Aries energy. If you happen to be an Aries moon, here's what we got for you. So Aries, based on your Aries moon associated with the Virgo moon, this is really about your 6th house energy. This is really about how you want to be seen, how you want to show up, and where do you need to declutter your space so you can show up in a more presentable way is the question. So for you, our 3 cards for Aries energy, whether it's associated with the moon, sun, or rising, we have 2 cards in upright, 1 in reverse. We're looking at the root, solar plex, and the heart. So right away, based on the 6th house energy where the moon is for you, it's about freedom. Where do you want freedom? And how do you want to really get organized so you can have the freedom you're looking for? When I hear this, the first thing I think about is cleaning, decluttering, so you can literally be free of anything you're attached to, is what I hear. That 5 energy is about changing something. So you're changing the space that you're in. So you Aries are in the process of doing some deep, deep, deep decluttering. And to do that, you have to be super focused, which means you need to get grounded. This right here, when you're in that process of decluttering, going through the closets and looking at your clothes, for example, it's not going to be one of those things that, oh, I'm going to hold on to this because I like it. It's really going to be about, if you haven't worn it in the last 4 seasons, it's time to get rid of it. If it's just been sitting in the closet, it's time to get rid of it. Same thing goes for your clothes. Same thing goes for anything in any room. So it really is about making changes. You can have that freedom so you can pick up and go when you feel like. So scheduling time to declutter, scheduling time to let things go, scheduling time so you can be more organized. Because again, as Aries, it really is about first impression. So when someone comes into your space, whether it be your office space, your car, your bedroom, your kitchen, whatever it is, first impression, you want them to be like, wow, this room is so energizing. Not in regards to like, ooh, lots of stuff in this space. First impressions is lasting impressions. So change, 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 which leads you into your transformation. Your transformation. So you are transforming with this full moon. This full moon is going to actually help you to transform. A transformation, think of it like everyone who knows, let's say, Superman, where he transformed, he puts on his Superman suit, and he transformed into this powerful masculine energy of saving sort of the world. So you're transforming as you are in that process of decluttering and getting your freedom. 1 and 8 is 9. So this is really about that letting go, declutter, clear away. That 9th house is also about how you want to travel. This full moon may very well help you to travel as well, because now you're free. You have nothing holding you down. You get to travel. Now, 3rd card's in reverse. And it's about being patient. It's about being patient. That 4 energy is about your foundation. So maybe there is something in your foundation, whether it be your home, your office, your car, your body, that you need to be a little bit patient with, because maybe you haven't done a full, the word I'm hearing is like a detox, where you're even detoxing the way you eat. You're not going on a detox, traditionally speaking, but you are transforming how you eat. Because again, first, as Aries, you're all about how you want to be seen, your appearance, showing up. This is a great time. This full moon is going to help you become more aware of your dietary habits, how you move your body. That 4 energy is about your body, your physical body. So this full moon is going to also help you become more intuitive and attuned to your body as well. Remember the cards in reverse? And the chakra here is the heart. So this is really about the matters of the heart when it comes to your own body. Love that for Aries. All right, we're moving into Taurus. So Taurus, you are all about the 5th house energy. You're about having fun. So this full moon is going to amplify having more fun, being more adventurous, being more creative and expressive as well. So let's see what you guys need to know based on the sun, moon, and rising, and how this full moon is going to help you. Interesting cards here. All right, so Taurus, for you, again, this is about having fun. This is about adventure. This is about creativity and expressing. Keep that in mind. Your cards we're looking at are all about solar plex, heart, and crown. Talking about that first crown. Forgiveness. You're going to be expressing. The full moon is going to actually help you to perhaps end an argument, perhaps end the silence, perhaps allow yourself to make amends. 9-9 is about letting go, transitioning out of something that is old. And when we think about the crown chakra is really about our highest consciousness, the higher version of us. So this could be a really good time for you, Taurus, to really start expressing, sharing your feelings, and where you are being called to apologize, so you can transform. An interesting second card we have going on is about family. And when we think about family and the number 6, this is when we think about Virgo energy. It is really about scheduling some time to meet with family, perhaps as a family member that you might be apologizing to, which is definitely going to heal your heart. When that we think about 6 as well, 6 is all about the karmic cycles, the lessons that you came here to learn from your family members. Interesting enough, on the third card, when we talk about the third card, how the full moon is going to play a role here is by allowing yourself to step into that space of being apologetic and ending a war, which is what I just heard. You're going to feel yourself being more successful because you're no longer holding on to this heaviness and you are tapping into your higher consciousness. So this full moon, assuming you do the first half of the work of forgiving a family member, this full moon is going to bring success into your life. Very important to work on your solar plex so you can begin to trust wherever you are in this journey with the people in your life. That 8 energy is about bringing more balance and harmony in. So this full moon is definitely going to bring more balance and harmony in. Just want to take a minute and see who's around so I can invite some folks in. So just give me a second. See who's here. And then I'm going to move back into what I was saying. All right. Just invited a few folks. So again, when we think about the Taurus energy is all about forgiving a family member. Forgiving a family member. And when you do, that allows you to really step into more harmony and balance into your life. And that brings a sense of security, trusting, security and trusting. So Taurus, you're going to be working on your crown energy. You're going to be working into your heart and your solar plex during this full moon. Love that. All right, moving into Gemini. So Geminis, you guys are in your 4th house energy, which is associated with your family. Perhaps there's a conversation that you might want to have with your mom. When we think about Gemini energy, Gemini is about expressing. And you might want to spend some time with your mom or mother figure. Oops. And using this amazing Virgo energy to really help you become more attuned to your family and scheduling time to spend time with family for that matter. Remember, Virgo is all about organizing, scheduling, structure. And when we think about the full moon is about letting go. So perhaps there might be a reconstruction, is what I just heard. A reconstruction in your family dynamics. Maybe as a Gemini, you might be in the process of getting ready to move out. Maybe the full moon will give you that energy to start packing, organizing, and moving out. So let's see what's in store and what chakras you're going to need to help you do just that. All right, I'm loving the cards. So here we have it. So interesting cards, Gemini. Your cards are very similar to Taurus. The only difference is one of the affirmations. Otherwise, the same thing. Taurus had the crown, the heart, and solar plex, and Geminis you do too, except of the affirmations quite different. So to start off with, when we talk about Geminis, this is about your higher self. So when we speak about the full moon helping you to let go and move into a space of moving on your own, moving out. This is about how you see yourself as your higher self, being the higher version of you and allowing yourself to take that next step so you can move out. Have that conversation with your family members and say that it's time to definitely be on your own. Want to just welcome, oops, what happened here? Want to just welcome Robin in, who just stepped in. Hello. Robin is also an Aquarius. Love it. Aquarius moon. So Robin, because you're just hopping in, what I'm doing here tonight, I'm doing the cosmic energy forecast based on the full moon's energy, but I am reading 3 cards, which also means that we're focusing on the sun, moon, and rising, but the emphasis is on the moon energy and how we're going to use this full moon to amplify whatever the theme is for each zodiac sign based on the moon's energy. So because your moon's energy is Aquarius, haven't gotten there yet, just working on Gemini right now. So Geminis, for you Geminis out there, again, sun, moon, or rising, but emphasizing on the moon energy. This is really about utilizing your higher self, seeing yourself as the highest version of you and allowing yourself to step into that new energy that is associated with your home, family home, your body as well, and also your entrepreneurship as well. That 11, the 11 is about healing a relationship, from the highest level possible. So crown energy is what this is all about. And very interesting, because as you do see yourself as the higher version of you and really start working on that foundation, your home, whether it's shelter or your physical body, again, very similar to Taurus energy, you will find yourself being more successful. You'll have more balance and harmony with the things you do, because ideally, if you are going to be moving out of your home, your shelter, that's going to give you a lot of independence and open you up to abundance. That 8 energy is the infinity. The 8 energy is also about what you're here to achieve during this full moon. So the solar plexus is about trusting. Do not second guess. Third card is family. So as I said about the first card and the fact that you're in your 4th house energy with this full moon is definitely emphasizing something with family. So maybe a conversation that you may want to have, organizing, scheduling, making time with family, especially if at this point in time you are getting the desire to start restructuring where you live, is what I just heard. 1 and 5 is 6. So again, very much associated with that Virgo energy, but it's also associated with the collective 2022 energy, which is about how you are healing as you work on this full moon's energy of organizing, maybe even packing up and getting ready to make that transition. So you are restructuring where you live. And that's going to play a huge role on your body, and a lot of success is coming in with that as well. So I love that for Geminis. Love that. All right. Let's see who else just popped in. We have Tabitha, I think it is. If I said your name right, I'm hoping I did. My apologies if I didn't. Leo, you're a Leo. Beautiful. So Tabitha, we haven't gotten to Leo yet, so you just popped in on the perfect timing. So thank you for being here with me. So here we have it for Cancer. So for you Cancers out there, you're in your 3rd house energy with this full moon. What's that mean? Communication, creating, networking, getting out in your community, wanting to share, wanting to brainstorm. So let's see how this full moon is going to help you guys out when we think about this amazing energy. All right. So we have, who else just popped in here? I know I'm going to mess up this name. This one is Pabaris. Did I say that right? I'm sorry if I screwed that up. My apologies. Yes. Did say it right. Awesome. All right. So here we have Cancer again, based on the full moon's energy. 3rd house is where you're associated with right now, which is about communication, creating, expressing, networking, getting out into your community as well. So let's see what chakras you need to work on so you can benefit from this amazing full moon. Because again, full moons are about letting us clear things out, so we make space for all the amazing things that are coming in. So let's see. All right, so here we have it for Cancer. What we're looking at here is we're working with the sacral energy, we're working with the high heart, and the crown. The crown seems really busy this week because so far Taurus, Gemini, and now Cancer has crown energy. So again, for those of you who are just tuning in, what's going on here is I'm reading 3 cards, 3 cards for each zodiac sign. I'm emphasizing on the moon's energy, which is currently in Virgo, but we are also focusing on the sun and rising as well. Highlight here is the full moon. full moon's energy, which is Virgo. So whatever your moon sign is, if you are watching from Facebook, I would love that you go ahead and type in your moon energy in the comments, because I would love to know where you are, what the theme is. So when I'm reading the theme, I can really energetically send that energy out to you. Did you do that already? No, I have not done the Aquarius energy just yet. But Susan, this is really highlighting the full moon's energy. It is about sun and rising as well. So for those of you who do have 3 different zodiac signs for each one, where you have one for moon, one for sun, one for rising, you're going to have up to 9 cards you're going to be working with, which hopefully means you're going to have up to at least 7 chakras to play with this week. But the emphasis is really on the moon energy. So whatever your moon sign is, pay attention to that when I get to it. I've so far have read Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and I'm now in Cancer. So here we go for Cancer energy. We're looking at the sacral, unconditional love. Unconditional love. And remember, this is really about how we communicate. And being that Cancers are in the 3rd house with the moon energy, it's about communicating. It's about creating, expressing, brainstorming, networking, getting with the community, unconditional love, loving yourself with no conditions, and applying that same rule to everybody else. The number 9-6 is a 6 energy, which is very well associated with that Virgo. Organizing time, scheduling time, restructuring is the key word here when it comes to unconditional love. That 6 energy is Virgo, but it's also collective. Very important to work on the sacral energy, clearing out any type of judgment that you have on yourself and to others. Stop blaming, stop feeling guilty, and definitely no judgment at all. That's that 6 energy. Interesting, because as you move into that energy, as you clear out all of that negative energy, so to speak, you will get a new beginning. In this energy with the full moon is definitely going to help you express differently. The energy is going to help you communicate, and it's going to definitely bring you into a whole different community, is what I just heard, because it's restructuring your energy. It's restructuring how you network. It's restructuring how you create a new beginning. So this definitely could be a new beginning in reference to the way you do your work, and definitely a new beginning in reference to how you communicate with other people. That 10 energy is associated with Capricorn, which is your achievements, your success, your awards, the work you came here to do. This is associated with the crown chakra, so this is about higher consciousness. And I'm loving the 3rd card, which is so aligned with the Cancer energy, aligned with the full moon right now, communication. So you Cancers out there, this is really a great time for you, rather than being quiet and to yourself. This is a really great time to start sharing your thoughts, whether it be thoughts of the word I hear is secrets, but secrets is not the right word. It's more about allowing yourself to finally feel confident enough and brave enough to speak and share your truth when we think about it. That's that sacral energy where you begin to really love yourself unconditionally, and you let go of the need to have to tell stories or just not share at all, because you're truly ready to communicate. That's that 3 energy. Communicating, expressing, sharing, networking, being out there, speaking your truth. You want people to hear you. You're ready to talk. I love that for Cancer. Love that. All right, I'm loving it. All right, we're moving into Leos. So those of you who are with me who are Leos, pay attention here. Whether you are a Leo, moon, sun, or rising, this will apply. But again, this is based on the highlights of this full moon's energy that is taking place this week. Right in line, if I'm not mistaken, with St. Patty's Day. Isn't that fun? So, all righty. So for you Leos, you are in your 2nd house energy with this moon. So this moon is going to amplify how you feel about your physical and material possessions, how you feel about the space that you're in. When we talk about Virgo energy, Virgo is about organization. Virgo is about scheduling and being very dominating, so to speak, when we think about it. It's also an earth sign. So when we think about this energy for you Leos, which is in your physical and material possessions, what is it that you want to keep? What is it you want to let go of? Because you're restructuring your space that you're in. I almost get a sense that you Leos are going to want to move furniture around, is what I just heard. So how many of you Leos are there? You might be getting the need to want to move some furniture around. In fact, if you are looking to shift your energy, that would be something I highly recommend that either you do no later than tomorrow and or directly after the full moon. I would not do any moving furniture the day on the full moon, but you could definitely do it by tomorrow, and you could definitely do it afterwards, but not directly on the full moon itself. If you're looking to shift your energy, definitely move some furniture around in whatever area you want to move furniture. If you're looking to enhance your relationships with a partner, an intimate partner that is, then you want to move the furniture in the bedroom. If you're looking to create a partner in business, then you want to move some furniture in your office space. That would be my suggestion. If you want to create healthier relationships with family members, I would recommend moving furniture in the living room area. So those are the three spaces I would recommend if you're looking to amplify the relationships with this full moon, the physical and material possessions. Also, what I'm hearing really loudly, choose one room. Do not try to move the furniture in all the rooms. Choose one area, whether it's your intimate relationship with your partner, it's your business relationship, or the relationships with family members. One room. If you try to do it in all the areas, it's going to be too much energy at one time, and it may not work in your favor. So choose one area. You can always do this decluttering and reorganizing your energy at a different time, but really dig deep to one area. And let's see what chakras you're going to want to work on while you're doing this. Because remember too, Leos, you like to have fun. You like adventure. You like your freedom. And this full moon, as you are going to clear up, straighten up, restructure a space, you want to make sure you're having fun doing it. And I'm loving the first card that just showed up, and I'll explain why in a minute. So it's quite interesting because so far from Aries right through Cancer, all the cards are pretty much like one card was in reverse. Well, for you Leos, all three of your cards are in reverse. So for you Leos out there, I want you to pay attention to this. And all three cards are in reverse. Two of them are in the heart. One's a high heart, one's the center, and one is the sacral energy. But all three cards are in reverse here. So let's talk about this. Queen and King. When we talk about that too, which is exactly the house the moon is associated with, Leo right now. Leo to Virgo, second house, which is your physical and material possessions. It's a Queen and King. Now we talk about Queen and King. This could definitely be associated with people, meaning you as what if you're a female, it's your feminine energy, and a male masculine energy. We have both though. How often are you in your masculine energy as a woman? And how often do you allow your man to be in his feminine energy as a man? Now, there's a statement that when a woman is constantly in her masculine, it's because she doesn't feel supported, she doesn't feel protected, she doesn't feel provided for. So you really want to check how much you're in your masculine energy and to allow yourself to shift into the opposite energy. So if you spend a lot of time in one energy, you want to shift it over. That Queen and King can be associated with that feminine masculine energy. So, and it's definitely associated with people. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a partner, like an intimate partner. It could be a relationship between a parent, a relationship between a child, a sibling for that matter. So whatever's resonating with you is with that Queen and King. But it's very important in that sacral energy to allow yourself to clear judgment, guilt, shame, and blame. So you can really move into your confidence and allow your confidence to show up so you can balance between the masculine and feminine. So again, that masculine energy, specifically for women, if you're constantly doing, in the masculine energy, you're giving off the energy that you do not feel supported, protected, or provided for. So start allowing yourself to receive. So start allowing yourself to be in that feminine energy, so you're not carrying that not feeling supported energy. And for you guys out there, same thing. Allow yourself to move into that space of femininity so you can receive the love that you're looking to receive. So it's a powerful card, but it's in reverse. All three of your cards, Leos, are in reverse. So this is Sun, Moon, or Rising. Now, again, noting that the emphasis is on the full moon's energy, which is associated with Virgo. So if you happen to have you happen to have a moon energy in Leo, the third card is going to be associated with something you're going to be receiving tonight. So pay attention if you happen to have a Leo moon energy. So this is not going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is strictly for the moon energy, and I'll get there in a minute. So the next card we have going on, which is also in reverse, is change. Change. So this energy in the chew about your physical material possessions, where you're going to be moving things around. I'm sorry, not change, clarity. By moving things around, by literally moving things around, clearing things out of the room, whether it's cleaning up your desk, cleaning up that corner in the bedroom, cleaning up that one spot in the living room, you're going to get clarity because you're literally lifting things out of the space, which clears up the brain fog. Interesting. 2 and 9 is 11. So when we think about 11 again, when we think about it, it is about your community, but it's also about the physical material possessions as well. So healing on a higher level when it comes to your relationships, the relationship you have with yourself, relationships you have with others as well. Cards in reverse. All right, third card. Remember what I was talking about? If you have a Leo moon, the third card is specifically for you, which means you need a Reiki treatment. Now, if you are never had a Reiki treatment from me before, I would love for you to go ahead and redeem a 10-minute complimentary Reiki treatment, assuming you have a Leo moon. If you have a Leo moon, I want you to go ahead and reserve your 10-minute complimentary Reiki treatment from me. Those watching on Twitter or YouTube, you can email healingwithin76@gmail.com. Those watching from Facebook, all you need to do is put down in the comments to reserve your 10-minute complimentary Reiki treatment. And that's anyone who has a Leo moon. That's what this card's for. Leo moon. So if you're a Leo moon, you get to take advantage of a 10-minute complimentary Reiki treatment. So I'm loving that. Loving, loving, loving that. So who did I see have Leo energy? Oops, I think my moon is Libra. Okay, so Susan's a Libra. Did I see somebody else with Leo? I thought I saw somebody else with Leo. Who else has a Leo energy? Tabitha. Tabitha, you're a Leo moon, yes? So Tabitha, if you are a Leo moon, you are entitled to receiving that 10-minute complimentary Reiki treatment. All you need to do is go ahead and put in the comments that you like to receive it, and I will message you to schedule you get you on my calendar. So if that's something you're interested in, I would love to give it to you. So all you need to do is redeem. All right, we're moving into Virgo. Hello, Virgos. How are you Virgos feeling now that this full moon is going to be in your energy? It's all about your appearance. It's all about this new way of doing something. You want to really transform and transition how you organize, how you keep things tidy. You want to clear out the space so you have so much energy flowing nicely that you can literally breathe. So let's see what's in store. For those of you who have a Virgo moon, and again, keeping in mind, this is also for sun and rising sign as well, which is why there's 3 cards. But the big emphasis is the moon energy, where it is in Virgo. All right. Quite interesting. Very similar to Leo. All 3 of your cards, Virgos, are in reverse, which means you really have to work this full moon to your highest advantage. There's a lot of things you want to clear out. So we're looking at the root, the sacral, and the third eye. So the very first thing in reverse is focus. So what are you focusing on? Where is your attention? Where are your thoughts? This full moon is going to help you redirect your focus. That 13 is the 4. So this is about your foundation. That foundation could be about your home, your physical home shelter, or it could be about your body as well. How are you focused on your body? How are you focusing your home? What do you want to see? How do you want to see it different? Is that third eye energy where you are the visionary. You get to create what it is you wish to, what it is you are visualizing, if that makes sense. Cards in reverse though, so really spend time redirecting what you're focused on. As you do, I'm loving this one. Also in reverse, which is about being fearless. Fearless. I've actually said this word about, oh my God, I can't believe maybe 5 or 6 times today to different clients. Fearless. Coming out of our fears and allowing ourselves to be fearless. 7 and 8, which is all about how we heal. All about how we heal. That's 6 energy. Taking time to heal, taking time to really move into your confidence here. That sacral energy is moving into your confidence. See yourself. Focus on being confident. Focus on being confident. Love that. And last but not least for you Virgos, it's also about a karmic completion. This full moon in Virgo is really about helping you complete a cycle. That 1 energy is exactly where you are with this moon. This is in your first house energy as Virgos. If you have a Virgo moon, this is your first house. This is a karmic cycle that you are ready to tackle. You are ready to complete. You are ready to restructure. Very important to stay grounded while this is happening, because anytime we go to a karmic completion, sometimes it can get a little, the word I'm hearing is funky. Funky. It can get a little funky when we are completing a cycle. So allow yourself to use this full moon's energy that is in your actual sign, Virgo, and schedule time, organize, restructure, reorganize. And when we think about that restructure, that Saturn energy, which is in Aquarius. Now, Aquarius, when we think about it, is all about community. So a karmic completion is taking place for Virgos. Restructuring. So be fearless and allow yourself to focus beyond what you see in front of you. Love that for Virgos. Moving into our Libras. Libra with this moon, it's about the 12th house, which is really about allowing yourself to tie up your loose ends, but also allowing yourself to schedule time to be in your imagination. Schedule time to be in your imagination. That balance, so to speak. Doesn't have to be so serious. You don't have to analyze everything. Schedule time to imagine. Schedule time to be use your intuition and your psychic abilities, which that full moon may very well help you activate this time around. So one more shuffle. All right. Here we go. Loving it and loving it. Interesting cards. So for you Libras, what we're looking at is one card in reverse. We have the root chakra, we have solar plex, and the high heart. So first with the high heart, which is about clarity. So when you are in the 12th house energy and tying up the loose ends and utilizing your intuition, you're going to gain some clarity. And that's going to allow you to feel more at peace. More at peace. 2 and 9 is 11. Which is, when we think about the 11th house, it is about your community is going to help you find clarity. Your community is going to help you find clarity. And that 11 energy is also about healing. Healing a relationship at the highest level. Clarity. Love that. And interesting on how what follows is truth and listen. Truth and listen. This is really a great time to speak your truth, but it's also a really great time to listen. And when you tap into your intuition, you can get to listen. Allow yourself to be a really good listener. Trust your intuition when it shows up. Love that. And as you do trust your intuition and you allow yourself to be a great listener and speaking your truth, very similar to Virgos, you're going to have a karmic completion. As you're in your 12th house with this full moon energy, it's going to help you complete a cycle. Something is ending during this full moon for you Libras. You'll have a new beginning. Very important to ground your energy during this period of between now right through the full moon and thereafter for the next 3 days. Ground, get out into earth, get out into nature. Find that balance between the spiritual realm and the physical realm, that balance between the two. I love that. All right, moving into Scorpios. So Scorpios, you're in your 11th house energy. So this full moon may very well help you to connect with your community, getting out more, and learning to schedule time to get out. So maybe you might be picking up the phone to call a friend and saying, hey, let's get together, whether it's to go to a yoga class or to try out this new restaurant that has really healthy food, but you're definitely going to be in that space of connecting. Whoops, there goes the first card as it flies. Loving the first card that it just showed up. So you Scorpios are definitely about connection. I'm loving it. All right, so interesting sets of cards here. Very interesting sets of cards. You have 2 cards in reverse. And we're looking at the root, sacral, and third eye. And the cards are very interesting because all 3 of your cards have amazing, amazing energy. I want to just talk about this energy first. So the very first card for you, Scorpios, is about 33. So this really is about how this full moon is going to help you really move into sacrificing, making major changes so you can have a healthier body, healthier mind, healthier spirit. That 6th energy is right along there with the Virgo, about scheduling time, being very health conscious, and connecting with your community. So finding that really great yoga space, finding that really great Reiki space, finding that really great massage space. This is about healing. This is about your health, mind, body, and spirit. Let go of whatever judgment you have towards yourself and allow yourself to be empowered by your confidence and knowing that you are definitely worth being healthy. Okay, so that's the first card. Second card, as I said, the numbers are quite interesting. The second card is about, it's in reverse, but it's 55. So this is the work you came here to do with this full moon. This is your work. Much change is coming in with this full moon. Connecting with your community. You might actually be finding yourself in a different community, different group of people, but you are leading. You are a leader, you're independent, and you're very strong-minded. 5-5 is 10, which is associated with Capricorn energy, which is about the work you came here to do. The work you came here to do, your spiritual work is what you came here to do. While you're in the space of connecting with a different community, get grounded so you can really focus on being that leader, because being a leader means you have to make quick decisions without hesitation. Third card, like I said, the numbers are very interesting on these cards. Third card is also in reverse, which is 38, which is 11. 11. So this is really about how you're going to heal relationships at the highest level. You're also going to be attracting master teachers. So this is a really great time. Again, you're going to be in your community. This is your time where you may want to embark on taking on some, what I'm hearing is courses, taking on some workshops where you call in master teachers so you can learn from them. And eventually over time, you'll see yourself as a master teacher as well. After all, your first card is 33, which means that you are definitely what I like to call a master creator, a master teacher, a master healer, which is what this is all about. So that 11 energy is very important, where the full moon is going to help you literally pull away from people that are not going to serve you. This full moon is going to help you be aligned with people that are going to serve you, people that's going to recognize how intuitive you are and how the leader you are based on your cards. Based on your cards, you're a leader, you're a master teacher, you're connecting with master teachers, and you're also very, very focused on your health and wanting to shift and help people shift their health as well. So really, really powerful cards there for Scorpios. All right, Sagittarius, you're in your 10th house with this full moon, which is about the work, your spiritual work, your soul's purpose, what you're going to be achieving. How this full moon may very well be helping you to Again, structure, organize, clear things out that no longer serve you. So there'll be a lot of clearing with this full moon because it's the 10th house. It really is about your work that you came here to do during this full moon's energy. I hear that it's almost going to be like a fresher breath air is what I'm hearing. A fresher breath air because you are literally going to be clearing things out, reorganizing. In fact, as I say that, I see plaques, awards, achievements is what I see for you, Sagittarius. So perhaps, again, higher education, traveling as well. So let's see what's in store for Sag. All right. Interesting. So Sag, you have 2 cards in reverse, 1 upright. We're looking at the sacral, solar plex, and third eye. Very first card, as you are in your 10th house, is in reverse. It is about your creativity. It is about how you express yourself. It is that 6th energy, which is about scheduling, restructuring. That Virgo energy is about structure, organizing, decluttering, scheduling time in, and also health and fitness as well. So it's really important for you to be creative during this full moon. What is your creative skills? 6 and 6 is 12, which is 3. How do you express yourself? Do you express through writing? Do you express through dance? Do you express through art? How do you express yourself? And that's what this full moon is going to help you with, the work that you came here to do. Remember the cards in reverse though, so really important to work on your solar plex so you can begin to trust what your creativity is. Second card, which is very similar to Scorpios, you too are going to be calling in some master teachers. After all, this full moon is activating your spiritual purpose. So master teachers are going to show up. You may also be unfolding as a master teacher as well. So do you see yourself being a master teacher? If so, it's really important to embark on that energy as you're in it, which is your third eye. Embark on that energy. 3 and 8 is 11. So this is about how you are the master healer. You are the master healer. And you'll be calling on some master teachers and seeing yourself as a master teacher as well. Third card, interesting enough, is a completion. So again, as I said, visualize yourself being a master teacher, and you'll have a completion where this might be a really great time for you to complete some certification, whether it be the next level of a Reiki master, whatever the certification is. But this full moon is definitely emphasizing some spiritual work, some spiritual classes, something that's attached and connected to your soul's purpose. That 9 energy is about a transformation. So this full moon in Virgo is going to help you restructure something in regards to your soul's purpose. Love that for Sag. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn, this energy is your 9th house. So this full moon may very well have you traveling and becoming really interested in, education. Whether it be going back to school or just doing some spiritual work, but there's definitely some travel going on for you in your 9th house, tapping into your intuition. Maybe you're finding that you are highly intuitive right now. There goes one card flying across the room. Interesting card. All right. Okay, loving for Capricorn. So Capricorn, all 3 of your cards, well, 2 of your cards are in direct, 1 card's in reverse. Let's talk about the first card. This is about listen and truth. So when we speak about that spiritual knowledge, the spiritual gifts, this is where you get to listen. You get to listen. And you get to learn how to share different things about yourself. But allowing yourself to trust this process, allowing yourself to feel vulnerable enough to express yourself, which is that 3 energy. Feel vulnerable enough to express yourself. Feel safe. And allow yourself to really listen to what spirit is guiding you, and when spirit is guiding you to express is the first card. Second card is in reverse, It's marriage. So when you think about this card, it may not necessarily be the sense of the traditional marriage, like who you're married to, as much as it may be in reference to what you're married to. What principles, what philosophy, what habits, what programming are you married to? And do they still serve you? Now, it could very well also be about your marriage in reference to who you're married to. Are you married to yourself? Are you in a relationship? The card's in reverse though, so please pay attention that maybe if you are in a marriage, that this might be a really good time for you and your partner to do a little traveling. That 8 and 8 is 16, which is 7. This might be a really great time to do a little traveling with your partner. Go to a quiet space where the two of you can just be with each other and learn to listen and learn to speak your truth with one another. For those of you who are married, those of you who are married, and those of you who are not married, what this is leaning to is about what you're married to. What you're married to, what habits, beliefs, patterns, programming that you're married to. It may be time to let it go because it's in reverse. Now, it's also about our crown chakra, which is really about connecting with yourself from your higher level. So if you're in a marriage with somebody, learning to listen and speak your truth. And the last card is about your throat chakra and change. That as you do learn to speak your truth, as you do learn to listen more, you can change the way you communicate. That 5 energy is about having fun and about being adventurous, about being expressive and being intimate with yourself and also your partner's friends and lovers for that matter. So that throat chakra is expressing, is sharing, but also listening to, which is that first card. So I'm loving that, but it's really important for you Capricorns to take this time as you're in your ninth house energy to allow yourself to travel a little bit so you can find that balance, so you can quiet yourself down and visit what it is you're married to. And if you are in a marriage, maybe it's really time to start listening and speaking to one another and sharing some insight with another and trusting. And as you trust and care and share, change is going to come about. So I'm loving that. Loving that for Capricorns. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, you are in your 8th house energy. 8th house is about endings and new beginnings and transformation. And that's very similar to what full moons are about. Full moons are all about endings and new beginnings. So when you think about the 8th house energy of what you're ending and what new beginnings you're going to come into, 8th house, the number 8 in numerology is about achievements, success, abundance, harmony, balance. So what things are you going to be ending? And then making space for so you can have more balance and how you feel about what it is you're going to be achieving. So let's see what chakras are in store for you. Interesting. Okay, Aquarius, quite interesting. Considering you are in your 8th house energy, which, as I said, it really is about letting go and making space for new so you can transform. All 3 of your cards are in reverse. We're looking at the root chakra and the heart chakra. First very card is about karmic completion. So again, that 8th house is about letting things go. You're at a point, this full moon is going to help you have a karmic completion. There's a cycle coming to an end. Very important to stay grounded as you have 2 cards in the root chakra here. So very important to stay grounded during this full moon. Things can show up as a little uneasy because things might be coming to an end. But believe me when I say, as that happens, know that you're making space for new things to come in. That one is about new things. A karmic completion, when we complete something, means something new is coming in. So do not fear it. Allow yourself to be fearless, is what I'm hearing. That's the first card. It gets interesting. Second card is surrender. So you are going to surrender. Surrender your fear, surrender your insecurities, surrender your doubts, surrender your lack of trust, surrender limitations, surrender whatever you need to surrender so you can begin that change. You can move into freedom. You can move into fun and expression and just allow your heart to be filled with so much excitement, because this is a really exciting time for you, Aquarius, where things are clearing out and new things are about to come in and take place to give you more harmony and balance in your life. But you do need to surrender. Surrender whatever fears show up. So if you're an Aquarius, please pay attention. Surrender, surrender, surrender. If you're feeling fearful, shift that to being fearless. Third card, as I said, root chakra, and it's about being a leader. So this is really a great time to be a leader. This is a time to be independent. This is a time to recognize that a cycle has changed, as the karmic completion is. A cycle has changed. You've outgrown whatever that cycle is. This is about the work that you came here to do, your soul's purpose, why you're here on this earth, why you get up every day and breathe. This is why you were actually brought here into this lifetime, why you were reincarnated in this life, to do the work that you came to here to do as a leader. So be that leader, be independent, be strong, and be able to make good decisions, quick decisions, rapid decisions. But remember, there's lots of changes coming in with this full moon, not to fear it, not to feel it. You are so supported by the universe. This universe is supporting every step that you are going to take. Just keep that in mind. This is about the spiritual work that you're here to do. You are going to be successful. You are going to be accomplished. You're going to just achieve as you are in a karmic completion. Surrender whatever fears show up. Powerful for Aquarius. I love that because I'm an Aquarius too. So I could definitely relate to that card. Know that this full moon is definitely going to be very intense for Aquarius because it is about things dying off and new things coming in. And anytime things die off, sometimes we might not be quite ready for that to take place. Do note, though, when we talk about the full moon's energy, it's not just for the time when the full moon's actually here. It literally lands for the whole 28 days until the next full moon comes in. So you have 28 days of this energy, and this energy is amplifying for the entire year. So this is almost what I'm hearing is this is actually something you've been building up to get strong enough to be the leader of, so you can step into these new changes and that karmic completion. So beautiful. All right, last but not least, we have Pisces. Pisces, you guys are in your 7th house energy with this full moon. After all, it is your opposition sign. So this is really about how you need balance. How you need balance and how you justify to yourself the things you schedule into your life, the things you organize into your life, how you're structuring things out, how you're restructuring things out for that matter. So let's see what chakras you're going to be working on so you can gain benefits of this amazing energy. Let's see. Last sign. Oops, the cards are just flying for this one. After all, we are in Pisces sun season, if we think about it. So when we have this full moon going on in Virgo, and then we have the sun energy in Pisces, that's a lot of energy right now. They're literally in what we call conjunction with each other because they're right side by side with each other. Well, not yet because we're not quite there with that full moon, but conjunction, where they're both opposition of each other. They're opposition signs, not conjunction, sorry. Oppositions of each other because they are. Pisces and Virgo, opposition of each other. Pisces is intuitive and visionary and dreamy and psychic. And Virgos are organized, structured, scheduling, and very, very rigid, structured. Very different energies. Virgos are earth signs, so they're very grounded. Pisces are water signs, so they're very flaky, so to speak. Sorry, Pisces. I'm a Pisces too, so I can say that. All right, so first card we have going on is new beginnings, but it's in reverse. And again, because it's your 7th house energy about balancing, there is a new beginning coming in. There is definitely a new beginning coming in for you, Pisces. And it is about the work that you came here to do. So pay attention to what this Virgo moon is going to help you let go of. Pay attention to what is going to be let go of. Especially like if you're like myself, where I have that Aquarius energy and the Pisces sun, where the Aquarius is my moon sign. It really is about the things that are being let go of so the new things can come in. Okay, so new beginnings for Pisces with this full moon. I love that. I love that. I love that. And it is about your soul's purpose. This is why you're here. Very simply, easily said. This is why you're here on Earth. This Virgo moon is literally helping you bring in that new beginning. And it's time for it. All right, and recognizing, being a Pisces, how powerful you are. Your thoughts are powerful. Your energy is powerful. So whatever it is you are thinking, you are creating it like that. You make magic happen. And I'm sure you've heard this from more than me. You're an intuitive being. You're literally the last zodiac sign of all zodiacs. You carry the energy of all zodiac signs, so you're very magical and powerful. So be careful of that power, because if you're thinking something, know that you're going to create it. That 4-4 energy is about your foundation. This is about your foundation, the work that you came here to do, what you came here to do. Recognize how powerful you are. That 8 energy falls right in that alignment to that letting it go and making space so you can transform the work you came here to do, what you're looking to achieve, how successful you are. Abundance, which is solar plex energy. Allow yourself to trust this a process of abundance. Allow yourself to open up to abundance. Allow yourself to have unlimited access to abundance. That 4 energy, again, your foundation. Be patient, be disciplined, stabilize your thoughts, because you're powerful. Whatever it is you are thinking, it can manifest quite quickly. Loving the next card, which is all about healing. All about healing. So we think about that 6 energy, which is opposition of Pisces, which is Virgo. It's also the collective energy. So this full moon for you, Pisces, it's really going to help you heal. It's going to help you heal. It's letting go. It's helping you to let go of things that no longer serve you. You are extremely powerful, intuitive, and right on point. So this is your time to heal. This is your time to move into your high heart of kindness, compassion, and send that energy out to the world as well. Because again, you are magical beings. You're very powerful. It's almost like when I see it as me being a Pisces, it's your ability to literally heal the world. So send that energy out and heal the world. Know that you are in a process of letting things go that no longer serve. You've outgrown a lot of the things that you've done in the past, and it's time to embrace that more balance in your life, and recognizing that the universe has your back, and that you're here to heal, and you're here to be a healer as well. Love that, love that, love that. So schedule that time to organize and find balance in your life. All right, guys, so that's what it all is all about for the Virgo full moon. I am hoping that this resonated with you. I would love, 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 love to know how this resonates with you as we move closer to this full moon's energy. Also note that we have a lot of energy going on this week. As we just came from many of us who experience, we've just changed the clock. So we now have more daylight hours than we do night hours. And during this week, right on the full moon energy, on that 17-18, we have St. Patty's Day, the luck of the draw. So that should be a lot of fun for those who celebrate. I think it's one of those holidays that a lot of people celebrate, even though they may not actually be Irish, but in any case. And then at the end of the week, the Sunday, the seasons change. The seasons change, and not only do the seasons change, but the zodiac signs change. So when there's this much energy going on in a 7-day period, it can create a lot of anxiousness in our bodies. So what I'm going to ask that you do, 2 things or 3 things. 1, hydration. Drink water. Anytime we have a full moon, it's really important to make sure you're hydrating your body, because that moon's energy is very potent. 2, because there's a lot of energy over a 7-day period here between the time change, St. Patty's Day, that full moon, and also the fact that we are changing seasons and we are changing zodiac sign, you may feel this energy in your body feeling stagnant. So by moving your body, that's going to help you get that energy to flow. Using the actual cards that showed up from your zodiac sign, relating to the moon, sun, and rising, activating those chakras to help clear this energy out so you can feel good in your body. And 3rd thing, because there is a lot of energy going on in a short period of time, honor your body when your body says you need rest. Make sure you are resting. Resting doesn't mean you have to sleep. Resting just means you're allowing yourself just to be still. And you'll be quite surprised that when you find yourself being still, the things you get to hear, the things you get to learn about yourself, because that's when spirit connects, when we are in a stillness. So those three things: hydration, movement, just to get that energy flowing, that you might feel a little stagnant because there's a lot of energy collectively going on, cosmically speaking, and also rest if you need it. All right, guys, that's all I have for you for tonight. I look forward to connecting with you next week. I would love to know how these cards resonated with you. And if you are being called to and you would love to get a personal reading from me, I am loving the idea to get you on my calendar so you can take advantage of a card reading. I currently offer 12 card cosmic energy soul readings, which is a great time to do during your birthday and anniversary, when you're at a crossroad, or again, when there's a full moon and you need some clarity. So if you would like to get on my calendar for a 12 card cosmic energy soul reading, I would love you to be on my calendar. All you need to do is one of two things: be watching through Twitter or YouTube. Email healingwithin76@gmail.com. If you're watching through Facebook, you can either put a comment down that you want a 12 card reading or message me. Either way works. All that being said, have yourself an awesome rest of the night or day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.